Omnia Premium Pro gives you the confidence to eliminate dead water on thousands of lakes across the U.S. Exclusively on the Omnia app, use 10 unique data layers containing critical real-time mapping information to see water temperature, water clarity, contours, lake bed hardness, and important weather data all in one place. Matched with Omnia's loyalty credit program on all your tackle and gear needs, this is the only app you need in your arsenal for success on the water.
Plenty of sunshine.
Come on, man, let's roll. What the?
To catch the fish, you need to be one with the fish.
With Power Pole shallow water anchors, you'll get the ultimate in precision, power, and control, so you can catch more fish. No face paint or phony fins necessary.
They assemble at night, each one having prepared as diligently as possible to the time given to them before the witching hour, the hour of reckoning, the time when they begin outdoor cartoon television. Stray Cats is on the air.
Good evening, glory, hallelujah to you. What the heck's your story and what is going through you? This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and you better give it up for yourselves, Bass Galaxy. It's Wednesday night. It's time to party. Come on. Come on. Do that. Yes. Yes. Hey, joining me, as usual, my cohort over here, partner in crime, the one and only Ryan Pop Cornelius Whitaker. That's him right over there. Christmas spirits, along with Ryan Puppet tonight. Ryan Puppet, say hello.
Hello.
There's Ryan Puppet.
Hello.
There it is right there.
I don't look as much like that guy anymore.
I know, you just shaved. You're clean cut, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're sell me a used car, Ryan, now.
I had to lose some weight on the face.
I like it. Guiding ain't easy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey, also in here tonight, the one and only Josh Sokol. Sokol Logic over here. Josh Sokol.
Hi.
Joining us. Hi, Josh.
I don't see him.
I don't
Can't
see him
me,
either,
but
but
I'm here.
he's here and I hear him.
Yep.
That's the importance of it. Here's the deal. Our featured guest tonight, it's been a long time since we walked in the moonlight with this guy. He is the voice of bass fishing, in my opinion.
The golden voice.
The golden voice of bassing. No
Get it
doubt,
right.
no doubt about it, Ryan. We are proud, honored, and stoked to bring back to you the one and only Tommy Sanders to the Stray Cat Show tonight. Yes, Tommy's coming back tonight.
I woke up without an alarm today.
Did you?
Yeah, just for Tommy.
It's a big deal, man. I got to the end of the internet and there was Tommy Sanders right there waiting for
Love
us.
that guy.
Absolutely. Hey, on the chat board, the one and only Rockin' Shoal Fantasy, he's there somewhere in an undisclosed location in Alabama. And the cool thing about the Stray Cast chat board on the Facebook Live here is you get to win stuff. You get to win stuff on the Facebook Live, and you also have the opportunity to ask your favorite bassin stars of the Bass Galaxy any question you want. So get your questions in to JR Rockin' Shoal Fantasy on the Straycast Facebook chat board, and also like and share this live Facebook feed. You got two chances at some goodness tonight. You got a chance at some Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey goodness, a box of fun to your door. Like and share the live Facebook feed. Also, a special prize from Tommy Sanchez himself from Tommy himself. Tommy Sanders giving away something to the Bass Galaxy. It could be anything.
A microphone.
It could be a ladle. It could be a dreidel. It could be anything. It could be a 1978 Bill Dance and Eel.
Buffalo head nickel.
It could be. You never know. What the heck is that? So like and share the live Facebook feed tonight, and it's your chance to win a Tommy Sanders pack as well as a Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey pack. Questions to Tommy on the Straight Cast chat. Don't forget anything
On the Facebook.
Yeah, on the Facebook. Anything you want to know, ask him to Tommy. Tommy will get them through. Josh is gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him. We got all kinds of stuff. Hey Ryan. Hey Josh.
Yeah.
Hey guys. You know who the best dang producer in Bass and talk show history is?
Some fella from Hobart.
We don't know where he is. We don't know where he is. He's in an undisclosed location.
He's in the ether.
He's in the Ethernet. He's in the outer world. He's in the other dimension. He's in the you know what I mean.
HDMI. We don't know.
Yeah. He's the one and only. He's Andrew Ellenberger. Say hello to Andrew Ellenberger, producing the hell out of this thing. How you doing?
What's up?
How you
Pat?
producing?
Ryan,
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. You?
I'm doing good, man. You know, it's the holiday season. I feel good. And one of my Bassin heroes is on the show tonight. And Tommy Sanders.
I know, it's awesome.
Dude, we always have fun with Tommy. And it's Andy, it's been quite a long time since he's been on, right?
It's been definitely a few years.
Yeah, at least a half a dozen.
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah. Since we featured Tommy on here. And that should be, I mean.
Way too long.
Way too long.
For real. And the guy is just a plethora of knowledge on every subject, from spelunking to bass fishing. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
He's covered it all. Andy, you going to try and win the Tommy Sanders prize tonight?
For sure.
All right. Like and share the live Facebook feed. How's hockey going?
Good.
Who's got a better record?
We're in the trenches right now.
You're in the trenches?
Yeah, yeah.
You got to pull out of it like the Blackhawks?
No, we're doing good. It's just we're right in the middle of the regular season, so.
Okay.
Things are busy. It's fun.
You're getting it. And then back to Bassin come March.
Come March, April, yeah.
Hey, Braidwood opens March 1st.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
About it.
All right, produce the heck out of this thing, Andy. Let's get it going. Hey, I want to remind everybody December 5th is International Aaron Martin's Day, International Amart Day, implemented by Aaron and Gary and Leslie. I guess back in 2019 is when that was started. And it's a day to remember the goodness of our friend Aaron Martin. So remember that on December 5th, which will be Friday. Share some memories you have with Aaron on your social medias, and you'll see some things from us as well as Bassmaster and other professional anglers in the industry about Aaron Martin. So again, Aaron in our thoughts this day and every day. As you see the Aaron tribute right there, always the light always shining on Aaron Martin's here in the Straight Cast studio. Hey, this is pretty cool, guys. Check this out. You know Matt over there in Michigan, Stockton Fly to Frame. You probably know him on Instagram as. And he also did a Sims collab. Look at this deal he made me here. This is the mighty Thor, my hero, holding a big old bucket head, big old green head.
Awesome.
You see that there? Pretty amazing. And I got some stuff for you guys too.
You got to put that on your cooler?
It's going to go in my cooler. All right, look at this. I got you this here, Ryan. This is a Biggie Smalls.
Oh,
yeah, look at that, Biggie Smalls. And this reminds me of Josh eating a piece of chicken. It's a big old bucket head eating a minnow. Give that to Josh. These are for JP. This is this here. Look at that.
Oh, it's Hulk.
Oh, Hulkster. Look at that.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, it is. We got to give these to JP, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's for that right there, guys. Hey, check out Stockton Fly to Frame on the Instagram. Also, want to say congratulations to the Diaz new elites, the 10 new elites. Congratulations. There's 10 of them.
Greenhorns.
Yeah, coming at you. I mean, one of the strongest elites field coming in.
Bad, I
Yeah.
can't name them all right.
Yeah, I can't. I did. That's why I just said 10. But I mean, we're gonna get to know them all as things get going, and some definite mallets. Hammer's passe. Remember, please, hammer is passe. They are mallets. Right there. Also, happy birthday to your buddy Ryan, Bill Lowen.
Billy.
It's Billy Lowen's birthday today. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Bill Lowen the turtle. There it is. All right, let's get to this.
Hey, I want to remind everybody also,
Yes, please.
in case anyone's forgotten, the Bears are the #1 seed in the NFC.
Yes, that is. Who would have?
Moving on.
It's definitely an alternate universe when things like this happen. You know what I mean?
In case anyone forgot,
And I got the last Bears thermos at the Dollar General down the street too. It's the
it might
last
not
one.
last that long, so let's enjoy it
Yeah.
all week.
Wow, we can.
#1 seed.
Screw you, Green Bay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. Let's pay some bills. What do you think, Andy? You want to do this so we can get to T-San? Pay some bills around here? Some slice and dice and even catch some mazzices? All right, so check this out right now. Hey, there he is right there. He just popped in out of nowhere.
There he is.
Are you Luke Foley, the Whiskey Gypsy?
I am. How you
Where'd
guys
you
doing?
come from?
Indiana. Freezing.
Where have you been in all Ryan's life?
Yeah, that's the same hoodie that I don't have yet.
All of a sudden, I looked down at
Yep.
my notes and I looked up and he was there. It's Luke Foley. He's a Whiskey Gypsy. And you could tell by that little grin he's got on his face right there, that sheepish grin, that boyish grin. Whenever you see Luke Foley or hear Luke Foley on this Stray Cast show, you know it's time for the Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey word of the week. And whenever you hear that word, you take, row your boat. You take a sip. You take a little sippy. It could be some cafe con leche. It could be an ice cold Coca-Cola, or of course, a Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey, the official brown liquor of Bassin. And hey, Foles, what is your what's your Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey word of the week?
Well, I mean, with our guest tonight, I mean, he's just a legend. So I think you got to say something along the lines of legend or
Legend. Anytime,
hero.
or anything that has to do with Tommy Sanders. Take a drink.
Yeah.
How's that? Because you ain't doing shit tomorrow. You're just gonna call him off anyway. You
Right.
slip in Foley's DMs, he gonna call you off.
It's
How's
too
that?
cold to work. It's too cold to work.
You're gonna work from the house. It's the luxury of being your own boss, right there.
Yeah.
Cole. Yeah, slip in Foley's DMs.
Work of being a
Hey,
legend.
Hey, please, seriously, sip responsibly if you do choose to sip the Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey. And as usual, Foles, send in a box, a fun box pouch to your door. Like and share the live Facebook feed. Hey, Foley, you know that that December 5th is International A-Mark Day.
Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
all remember Aaron on that day, as we do every day. But check this out. I want to show you something really cool. This is one of my prized possessions here. And you know, Abu Garcia is a contributor to this show, has been for many years. And we are very grateful they're continuing in 2026. But check this out right here. The reason that I'm showing you this is a ZPI Xenon Aaron Martin tune. So if you notice, you see the purple accents and the special handle and the ZPI tuning. I'm being bougie right now, Foles. I'm being super bougie.
You're very bougie.
Yeah, that is Aaron Martin's ZPI Xenon right there. So
Mm.
take it with 3 grains of salt.
You better hide that.
You ain't getting it, popcorn. You ain't getting it. As speaking of hiding it, you have been hiding it for a while, haven't you, Ryan? Ryan,
Sure.
you have been hiding it for a
Yeah.
while, and the cat's out of the bag. Sokol's known about it. He's seen it many times. But the deal is right here. It is the Berkeley Fin Fisher.
New and improved.
Yeah, new and improved. It used to be the Johnson Thin Fisher.
Yes.
And what we're talking about is the good old blade bait. We happen to be fond of these thin fishers right now, but in the North Country, these Yankee bass, if you're going to have an opportunity to catch them in this cold weather, this is one of the most dynamite baits to hooks and lips right now. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Been a crusher for me.
Yeah.
Lake
Sure.
trout, smallmouth, all upgraded components too. If you were used to the original one, the Johnson one, a lot better hooks,
Good snap.
heavier gauge hooks, better snap, better paint jobs, everything, durability. It's awesome. You can pull a little harder on the fish with this thing.
And
not bend those hooks
use
out.
casting tackle on the half.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I use 15 up
Yep.
to 17 casting.
Love the
tackle.
quarter too. But that half ounce on Lake Michigan's a killer.
Bucket heads, smallmouths, lake trouts,
Largemouth,
all that. Walleyes, perch, crappies, socolays, all that
Socolay.
stuff right there.
White
Check
perch.
it out right now if you have not available at omniafishing.com. This and Thorne Brothers merge. This is the Thin Fisher right there by Berkeley. Hey, don't forget again, Omnia Premium Pro app, your opportunity to check out lakes around the country. You want to be nosy? You want to see what's happening at your buddy's lake in Alabama or over on Kentucky Lake? You might be locked in the winter and you want to get some info. Omnia Premium Pro app. Check it out right now. Hey, a couple 3 weeks ago, we were fortunate enough to have a few new advertisers on the Stray Cast show. And it's perfect in time for the holiday season. And I know many times, Ryan, you've gotten gifts. Josh, you've gotten gifts that at Foles, you've gotten gifts. They're kind of throwaway gifts. You know what I mean? They kind of
those are usually the ones I like. But
they sit in the corner.
Yeah.
I you know what I mean. Well, you did like the Groucho glasses I gave you.
Oh, yeah.
They've sat there forever. But I mean, a lot of times, Josh Sokol's wearing them right now. But I mean, a lot of times throw away gifts. But StopBoxUSA.com has the solution for keeping your firearm convenient, secure, and at hand. That's it. This is the deal right here. This is StopBox USA. Look at that deal. You see that deal right there? Secure box. Boom, pop, open, fire, in, out, secure, locked. All in one motion. Right there. StopBoxUSA.com. Put in code BASS. Ryan, you can get 10% off.
Sweet.
Keep anything in this deal right here. Also, of course, we brought on Brunt Footwear. Josh, you're freaking me out with the Groucho glasses. It's amazing. If you're listening on the podcast tomorrow, Josh is wearing Groucho glasses.
It's hard to breathe on those, man.
A good pair of work boots is hard to find. A comfortable, safe, good pair of work boots.
Waterproof.
Yeah, and waterproof. That is Brunt Footwear right here. Bruntworkwear.com. Put in code BASS. You get yourself 10% off there as well. Bruntworkwear.com. Putting comfort, reliability, and safety back in work boots. There it is, right there.
They're stylish too. So if you got
they are
soft hands
cool
like
looking.
me,
You know
I do
what
like
mean?
it doesn't
those.
matter. You can still wear them.
You wear this to the Motley Crue tribute band concert, Josh.
Oh yeah.
I saw you in these. You were in the mosh pit. You were dancing
The
it.
old mush pot.
You were dancing it right there. All right, moving right along. Also, thank you to the one and only Pedro Fighter official for the official lucky Pedro Fighter pocket magic rock. If you have been a recipient of one of these, you know your life has changed. Ryan,
Mad Science Print Lab.
Of course they are. They're
Yeah, Mad Science Print Lab is your place for all merchandise. Hats, shirts, jackets, hoodies, anything embroidered. DTF transfers, that's your favorite.
DTF.
Screen printing, small business, big business, medium-sized business. They will print your merch. They will focus on your merch while you focus on your business.
Yeah.
MadSciencePrintLab.com.
Yeah, tell Joey to Ryan Popcorn Whitaker sent you. Also, ChicagoBassFishing.com, premier guide on the south side of ChicagoTightRopeFishing.com, and also KVD Line and Lure. Hey, all right, guys, it's time to do this, all right? We got it under control. What we're going to do is we're going to put the power poles down. And when we get back, we're going to bring you a legend of bass fishing. The voice, the golden boy. But hey, don't forget to like and share the live Facebook feed. Your chance for the Tin Cup prize pack and the Tommy Sanders prize pack. There it is. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with Tommy Sanders.
Cheers, Luke.
See you in a minute. Cheers.
Later, Luke.
Thanks, Pulse. Peace. Love you, bud.
Legend.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man and the mountain and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain Whiskey.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the glorified version of a Bass and Talk Show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. That's Ryan Popcorn Whitaker over there, and we are honored, to say the least, to welcome back to the Stray Cast Show, bass fishing legend, the golden voice of bassin', the one and only. Give it up for Mr. Thomas C. Sanders. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. Hello, Pat. Hello, Ryan. How are you guys today? It's good to see you again. It's been so long. It's been so long.
You too, Tommy. Welcome back.
Dance in the moonlight, as you said earlier today.
Yes.
Always great to see you,
It's
Tommy.
been a long while since we danced in the moonlight, that's for sure, Tommy. And always a pleasure to see you here and abroad, of course.
Yes. So happy to be here. I'm coming through on the doorbell cam and everything.
Yes, I mean, you look really
I'm out
good.
here stealing
You
your
look great.
packages. Yeah. Okay.
You're on your Ring camera?
Yeah.
He is on
That's
the
it.
ring cam.
Probably looked like that.
You're deep down in the bunker, aren't you?
I am. We're safe from everything but burrowing animals down here, so I don't expect
Tommy
any
only
trouble.
comes out every 27 years. He's like Jeepers Creepers.
That's
Movie.
right.
That's
it.
And we're honored that you chose the Stray Cast Show tonight, Tommy.
Oh, I always choose the Stray Cast Show. That's just hard to say it.
Yes, say that 10 times fast. 7 silver
Yeah.
swans swam silently seaward, as you know. But listen, Tommy, all kidding aside, it's great to have you on this show, and we thank you for everything that you have done for the Bass Galaxy, and we thank you from our hearts here in this room for the support that you have shown this show since day one. God willing, going on 11 years and 26. We all wake up. But I mean, if you listened at the beginning of the show, Tommy, it's even your voice that does the intro.
I heard that. I'd forgotten about that. I listened to it tonight. I said, "Oh my gosh, I need to freshen that up a little bit, make it sound old and decrepit to match the way I am now." You know, that was back when I was young and vigorous.
No, you must be part vampire. You don't are kind of like
That's right. Yeah, I'm
you're
the picture of Dorian Gray. That's me.
But thank you, though. Seriously, thank you, Tommy, for the support that you've shown this show as well as my endeavors with Bassmaster.
Well, I tell you what, you came highly recommended to me, Pat, by our mutual friend Mark Zona. So I was happy to take up with you back in the day.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, and of course, we are always grateful to Z for helping get this plane off the ground. You know what I mean? Back in the day, for sure. So many happy memories with you, Tommy Sanders. And as we feel obligated here on Stray Cast it's our buddy Bobby Berggren, way back in the day, said our goal is to educate, entertain, and engage the audience. And I thought that was something great that Bobby said. And the deal with you, Tommy, is you have been entertaining for years. and educating for years. So we feel obligated to educate the Bass Galaxy about you that they might not know about.
Oh, well, okay.
All right.
See if we can think of anything.
For those that don't know, Mr. Sanders is a member of the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, which is a huge deal. I mean, a very big deal. Also, the Arkansas Outdoors Hall of Fame. You're a member of that as well. To be a member of any Hall of Fame, for crying out loud, especially bass fishing, they say there's a trifecta in bass fishing, and that's a Angler of the Year, a Bassmaster Classic, and a Hall of Fame. And you probably won't win a Bassmaster Classic, Tommy, and you're probably not going to get an AOY, but you sure as heck got a HOF.
Pretty slim and none on the first two, but I do have the other one. So
Ryan said you qualified for many classics. Yeah,
yeah, that's right.
How many?
I've showed up for many classics. I'll tell you that.
How many classics have you done?
Gosh, I did my 25th earlier this year, almost a year ago.
Wow.
My first one was 2001.
2001 at the Delta.
Yeah, at the Delta. Kevin Van Dam, his first classic.
He knows every classic. Ryan does.
Winners. Yeah.
Tommy has been the voice of Bassmaster, as we all know, also of Steel Motorsports, right? Is that
Steel Timber Sports? Timber Sports. Yeah.
Also the Leaping Hounds. Weren't you on the Jumping Hounds?
the Jumping Dog, the Super Retriever series, and the Jumping Dogs, all of that stuff that goes along with that.
That was awesome. The saltwater shows, we know you from that.
Yeah, the Madfin Shark and the Redfish Cup, and now the Bassmasters does a redfish show once a year, and we just finished that up about a month ago, as a matter of fact.
I loved Madfin Shark, by the way. That was
awesome. that was fun. That was a fun show.
The whole ESPN experience, Tommy, was very amazing. Let's say that. You, speaking of that, it's that whole ESPN era. Tommy, your voice is like comfort food to bass fishermen. Yeah, am I right, Ryan?
Yes,
When we hear Tommy Sanders, it puts us at ease. No matter what is going on in the world of bass fishing, it's like you're a warm glass of milk, Tommy. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's like cicadas in the summertime. It's just kind of a drone that's in the background always.
Stop that. But I'm being serious. It's like, this is a different time in bass fishing. There's different feelings. There's different things happening. And no matter what, when I hear you, I feel okay. I do.
I agree 100% with that. I get the same feeling. I'm a big Cub fan, and I always compare you to Pat Hughes.
Awesome. Thank you, Ryan. That's
your
high
voice
praise.
and
I
his
appreciate
voice.
that.
If that's in the background, I'm having a good day.
Maybe I could take you away from the troubles of this world for just a few minutes.
Take that, would you, Tommy?
Yeah.
Take that one.
Yes.
But I mean, yes, you are comfort food. And it all began way back in 1954.
1954. Yeah.
He's a 420 advocate. Way back in 1954.
That's right. I went in to get this was like 6 years ago. I went in to get my passport updated, and the passport guy's kind of this, the guy that works in the back room at the federal building, post office or whatever it is. He says, 420. You must get a lot of jokes about that. I said, what are you talking about? And I said, I wasn't hip to the lingo.
So what are you talking about? Pull my finger.
Yeah, that's right. But I got onto it. Yeah.
Yes. Way back in Magnolia, Arkansas.
Yes, sir. Magnolia, Arkansas. Almost in Louisiana. Just almost.
On the border town.
Yeah.
It's a border town right there.
It is.
And you grew up with a passion for the outdoors, didn't you, Tom?
Oh, yeah, always. Yeah, always outdoors. My parents both came from old farm, small farm backgrounds and everything. So every time we'd go to the grandparents' house, we were out in the country. We lived in town, in a little small town, but everybody in the family was into fishing and hunting completely, if they have any time left over at the end of the day. So we were always out there doing something, and all of the Boy Scout stuff. And, it was just going on, teaching canoeing, canoeing and camping at summer camps for a couple of years. It was just always outdoors. Never taught fishing, but then probably that's a good thing. But a lot of outdoors.
I saw you
teaching
catch a
experience.
giant alligator gar once. Don't.
Yeah, we did that and caught a sturgeon even bigger than that. Like
Yeah,
8
I
feet
remember
long.
that too.
Oh Lord,
Yikes.
that was like that gets old pretty quick when you got one that size.
Yeah. The first 45 minutes were cool, right?
They were, and then it becomes like, okay, there's a fat guy down in a well, and you got this piece of monofilament to get him back up with. So go ahead. Yeah,
I'm glad you said that. I've always felt that way about catching giant. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to fight a fish for 40 minutes.
It gets a little old. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're-
it's like,
at
all right,
least
I got
you're
it.
honest, Tommy. I appreciate that about you.
yeah. Every
always
time, it's overrated. Not for everybody. I mean, some people love it, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah. Hey, you always been a gabber. You always talk a lot, Tommy. Is that like as a kid in school and everything? Like,
Yeah. That in school, of course, in school, and hanging out with friends afterward and stuff. Always talking, just to hear my head rattle, just talking to pass the time. And
Yeah,
fill the empty space and the what do they call it? Dead air in radio.
a second feels like an eternity when there's not a word. Yeah, I don't. If that makes sense to you.
Yes, it makes sense to me. It does.
And that's during broadcasting or real life. I just can't stand silence.
Yeah. It's because then you have to listen to what's going on inside your head. And
And
what
it's
could be
horrible
worse than that?
sometimes. It
Yeah,
is
that's
just a mess.
that is the worst.
Let's be honest. But I find that though that for years I got in trouble for talking. I mean, just constantly talking, especially in school. And I know that the people that have the gift of gab, as yourself, Tommy, obviously the king of gab, you probably found yourself over talking in school sometimes.
Oh, sure. Always over talk. Yeah. And it's like, you just, which means it kind of helps you because you have to always be coming up with some kind of material. You do too when you're back there, behind the tanks and so forth like that. So
yes,
it's a good mental exercise. Keeping the strictest silence is for monks and hermits and things like that. And
yes, you have to be an idea man. You must always feed the mayonnaise to the tuna fish. It saves us time making sandwiches.
That's right. You got to have some material ready.
Yes,
and we all know all the people who are great at that. There's many in this business. Yeah.
And Tommy, you like it. I've seen many greats in music, in broadcasting, in bass fishing. They're formed at an early age. And by that they are into their craft at an early age. And you found your knack for broadcasting, let's say, right into college.
I went to college. I was my second year in college, and me and some other volunteers built a college radio station there and staffed it. And of course, I volunteered to be one of the DJs. And the fellow who kind of led the effort was graduating that year. And he went on to get a job as the program director at the FM station down in Little Rock. It was about 30 miles away. And I stayed after him, and I got him to hire me that summer as a summer DJ, summer after my sophomore year. And this FM station, I was hired. Now get this, I was hired to be the morning drive guy.
Oh, wow.
And it turns out among the FM stations, we became number one in morning drive. Now here's the problem. Back in 1974, in that year, only 5% of cars had FM radio. So, of course, we were the number one FM station on morning drive. But that meant we had 11 listeners. But that was, that's more than 50 years ago. That's
we were voted America's favorite podcast by our parents. So take anything you can get. You know what I mean?
There you go.
That's right there. Campus radio. How awesome is that? That was WKHDX. Hendricks College, right?
Yeah, KHDX at Hendricks College in Conway, Arkansas. The mighty 10-watt voice of a 6-block area. It was
Ryan. What kind of tunes do you think he was spinning?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What year was it again? 71? Did you say
3?
That would have been 73, 74. Yeah. So you can imagine
what was the genre of music you were playing?
Oh my gosh, it was all rock and roll. It was all loud rock and roll music, mostly,
Okay.
and some crazy
Dirty-
stuff like the
dirty
Bonzo
hippie
Dog
stuff.
Band, but mostly the Stones and
The Who.
Velvet Underground. The Who, a lot of Who music and stuff like that.
Kinks. The Kinks.
The Kinks, absolutely, a lot of Kinks music. All those Brit bands, were huge among college students in those days, and that's what we kind of filled
It's
it
your
up with.
rebellious nature.
Probably Zeppelin too, right?
Oh gosh, a lot of Led Zeppelin, of course,
Pink
plenty of
Floyd.
Led Zeppelin. And weird stuff too. You like, some bizarre old country, and we were into, humorous type things as well. So it was a lot of fun.
Just the ability to do whatever you want on your own radio station.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And if you wanted to just sit and have an inane conversation with another 19-year-old idiot, you could do that too, which was, I'm sure, not entertaining in the least, but it certainly entertained the conversants there.
That was how old were you then? 1970.
1920. I just turned 20. Yeah.
Just turned 20. Wow.
Yeah.
You're wild. You're a wild Tommy Sanders. Then
Wait.
Hold on.
Did you have a what was your name? Was
It's Tommy Sanders. Yeah.
Oh.
Did you have like a
Tom. They call
catchphrase?
me Tom Sanders. I don't know how
Tom
it turned into Tom during college, but
I
I
was
was
thinking,
Tommy before and Tommy after.
Was that before all the DJs had pseudo names? Tomcat, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Tomcat in the morning.
Long before that. Yeah. The Beast from the East.
Tom Sanders in the morning.
Yeah. Jason O'Neill.
Putting on the hits. Here's one by the Who. It's called Tommy, Can You Hear Me? I could imagine that would be amazing. Is there any tapes of that?
I heard one. Got a while back. Somebody had recorded it and had it around and was going to send it to me. That I just heard some over the phone. And I wish I had something, because when we were doing the FM station, it was like the only hippie station between Memphis and Dallas. It was a free format, rock music station, and we had a lot of, we sat and interviewed Frank Zappa for like 45 minutes one morning, one weekday morning.
Don't eat
He'd ripped the news off the wire, read the news, and we talked and told us how we were, wrong about everything we'd imagined about his career and everything. But it was it was very hilarious.
Great.
It's really funny.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Holy
I got a
cow.
picture of
Anything
that somewhere. I'll send it to
run
you.
through there. Any other musicians you get to interview?
Oh gosh, 10 years after came through there. Some Brownsville Station. Probably nobody remembers Brownsville Station. And gosh, it was I think one of the Little Feet guys came through.
Okay.
And, but it's interesting. They would, in support of an album, they'd take their musicians to when they're on tour to local stations that would play the record, and that's how you get to do that.
So get this, Bass Galaxy. I'm going to move us ahead here a little
Right.
bit. And Tommy needed to sow his seeds. He needed to spread his wings.
Pardon me?
Yes, and he decided to leave Arkansas and head to the Big Apple and chase his dreams. He decided to chase his dreams. Young country boy in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I'd finished college. I'd worked for 3 years at the only television station that would hire me. It was a public television station for the state. I'd done every job in that building, and I wanted to go work in a bigger market. And I also wanted to take some classes at NYU and other things, just to be a little more well-rounded. I went and moved up there for a year, and within a week I had a job at a place called Devlin Productions, which was mostly what they call a transfer house. And what they would do is they would take film and transfer it to videotape. They had a machine that would do that. The guys would shoot film, but they transfer it to videotape to be edited and so forth. This was a new sort of emerging technology. And we did that a lot. We edited small commercials, what they call where you just bring in a storyboard and basically shoot the frames and then manipulate the product and a few things like that. And
okay.
And then the rest of the time we would make dubs from one format to the other. I don't know if you remember back in that day, there was like a different format for Europe, a different format for South America, for Asia and all that. And we had the machinery to make interformat transfers. So we would spend the night doing that.
Wow.
It's like you had your own version. You had your own version of Midnight Cowboy. Minus the riff-raff.
minus some of the
minus a couple things. Yeah.
Minus some of the street negotiations and stuff. Yeah, right. I did say I'm walking here a few times.
Yeah. I'm walking.
I would have been the Ratso Rizzo in that scenario.
Sorry, I had to go there.
No, that was great. That was outstanding. So Tommy, you in between 80 and 87. I'm unclear. Where were you between 1980 and 87? Is this still New York?
Yeah, no, I had gotten a job offer to come back because I love New York, but I just wasn't getting any sleep. I was just going all the time, and
you and Lou Reed were hanging out, Studio 54.
Oh yeah,
Gene
yeah,
Jagger,
me and
all that stuff.
all of
I
Lou Reed,
understand.
Iggy Pop, and all the rest.
Yeah,
of us.
I get it. Andy Warhol and Tommy Sanders.
I was burned out. I was burned out. That's right. No,
So-
I just really missed being outdoors a lot. You know, the only time I ever got outdoors is when I went to Central Park or Yankee Stadium. That was the most glorious thing, to walk out after all the snow and ice and everything, go and take the train up to the Bronx and walk through down to your seat in Yankee Stadium, all that green grass. It's like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing. And somebody back home at an ad agency offered to hire me. So I moved back to Arkansas and worked there for 3-4 years. And then started doing I started casting myself in commercials. I wrote commercials and produced commercials. So I started casting myself in them. And I started
a furniture commercial on YouTube.
What's that?
There's a furniture commercial you did on YouTube.
Oh, is there really? I can't imagine. Well, I've done a million of them. I've done literally thousands of commercials, and
Wow.
a lot of industrial films and things like that. And
what's an industrial film?
Well, like for FedEx, I did like a series of films on how to load this particular aircraft, and we had to go to all these different airports and everything like that. I did instructional videos for employees at Holiday Inns, at Caterpillar, just any number of companies. And it was just a lot of work like that back in those days. Companies had to shoot videos. Every trucking company in the United States had to shoot this giant series of videos because the government mandated they had to have hazmat training. And that was how they did their hazmat training. So I must have done 6 hazmat films. It'll take 3 days to shoot one of these things. So I got a lot of work back in those days.
You still getting cash from those? You getting royalties?
No. I still have some of the chemical residue in my body.
And that twitch you get every once in a while.
That's every now and then, not often. So that was what I was doing, and I met up, with another fellow I worked with the ad agency. He was great at producing music, so we just opened a studio and started doing commercials, and he produced commercial music. And right around the corner from the studio was Jerry McInnes's company, JM Associates, and Jerry had been at that point on ESPN for 4 or 5 years. He had been syndicated throughout the country for like 6 years or 7 years before that. And ESPN decided they wanted to run all their outdoor programming in what they call a vertical block, where you start out, first thing in the morning with an outdoor show, you follow it with another one. The theory that it builds the audience as you go down through the day. And they wanted to host and make that a whole kind of organic thing that was all tied together and so forth. And Jerry wrangled me an audition for that, and I got the audition. So at the end of '89, we started working on ESPN Outdoors, and we did that, every 52 weeks a year, and sometimes 7 days a week for 16, 17 years. And
now,
until ESPN bought Bass.
Prior to that audition, did you know Jerry prior to the audition?
I knew of him. I'd seen him for years on TV.
Sure.
He had done the local TV, and he had, his the fishing hole had been on, and you'd see it everywhere. You
knew him that way, like a lot of us did, but you didn't know
that's the way I knew him. And someone in his office called up the studio and said, "We need someone to do a voiceover for a thing, and we don't have anyone." I said, "I could recommend someone."
Do you remember?
And I went over there and hit it off with them. That gang, they're just terrific, and hit it off with them, and still working there after 36 years.
The rest is history. We have that as 1990, the first air date. Does that sound right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, Ryan probed Ronnie Moore earlier for stats. Ronnie knows stats, and sometimes
Ronnie knows all things. I can tell you.
In 1990 is when. And Ryan, you had another interesting stat about Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy has been on camera more than any angler or anyone in
personality
on
Bassmaster
in Bassmaster history.
In Bassmaster
on camera more than anyone.
Well, now you start adding in all these 7-hour days of live programming. For the last 10 years now, we've been doing Bassmaster Live, and that adds up to a lot of hours being on the air. About 300-400 a year. And yeah, I don't doubt that. I'd much rather have big fish to show people that they're not always catching giant fish.
I mean, you have such a tremendous resume. Everything from running a radio station to a production company to doing commercials, and you ended up as a doing broadcasting and the voice of bass fishing.
Isn't that weird? That's
I
yeah.
mean-
I often think about that's kind of improbable.
Yeah,
But
are you okay with that? Like, would you?
yeah, oh
would you-
heck yeah.
Like, who would have thunk that?
Yeah, oh man, it's a dream come true. It's like a dream job. I always love the outdoors and and to continue to work in a field that gets you out there and get you around that kind of people. And you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I sure do.
It sure could be a lot worse. I can tell you that, Pat.
Yeah, there's a lot of other shittier fields out there, Tommy. You know what I mean?
I think we've all sampled that. Yeah.
Tommy, did you ever do any sports other than bass fishing?
Well, in high school, I mean, I went out for football and stuff. I was, in high school, I was like 5'11" and 120 pounds, so I was not in huge demand.
Yeah.
So a lot of time riding the pine. Back in those
Well, I'm talking broadcasting wise.
Oh, sports? Yeah. Well, I mean, no, not before. Not before I started working with JM Associates. I had done zero sports whatsoever.
Wow.
And then after that, I mean, we've done racquetball, we've done timber sports. We do the national championship air races, and golly, we did the dogs world, the fishing world, the salt and freshwater.
And as a late T&Z podcast, I forgot to mention that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Which is awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Love those. Anything with you and Z together is the deal.
It's just great to be with Z. I mean, he makes it, and he's what people tune in for, and that's what I would tune in for.
Hey,
for
I
sure.
hope someday if you retire that you pretend retire too. Just like me. I hope you do the same thing.
Yeah,
I really do.
That would be the ideal
without
scenario, actually.
I don't know. I couldn't imagine bassing without either one of you. So
before we got to know more about you with podcasts and stuff like this, but I would have guessed for sure you came from baseball.
Really?
I'm sure
he
you went
does
from
have that
baseball
smooth baseball type.
Well, that's if you listen to baseball, it's a lot like Bassmaster Live because it can go for long stretches where you just hear, there we go, a 3-2 pitch and a high chopper down the third base line. Casco Hardware and Hardware Associates are having a home decoration days, and all right, the count is 3-2, and then again and again it goes on.
Warrenville Little League is here today.
That'll be a home run for Castellanos.
Yeah, that's right. The Effingham, Illinois Kiwanis Club is in town. Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're getting
yeah, you're right. Tons of downtime.
Yeah.
On both of them. And
that's right.
Yeah.
Love it.
It really is. And again, it's the soothing nature of the comfort food of Tommy Sanders' voice.
Absolutely.
That fulfills many bass fishing needs. Let's just
many bass fishing homes.
I'm just there to read the scores and reset the scene. That's my full-time job.
Hey, has bass fishing peaked?
Has it peaked?
Yeah, like I hear a lot of people saying, yeah, the golden age of bass fishing is behind us. Bass fishing's peaked. The sport is dead. It's crashed
just
out.
It's like television. It's like podcasts. It's not. I mean, there's just so much competition, for people's eyeballs. Maybe but it's there's so much more on offer from everything in the internet, all the podcasts, all the coverage, all the different circuits and everything on the air. I think it's still growing. I think it's hard to. There's not a one giant monolith anymore.
Right.
It used to be you could see it on TNN, once,
yeah,
once in a while,
if it wasn't preempted,
a half hour.
Yeah, if it wasn't preempted.
Yeah.
But now there's just so many outlets for it, and I don't know if it's peaked or not. I don't. What do you think? Do you think people are being?
No, it has not peaked. I think it's
changed.
It's 100% changed, but my life is still consumed with bass fishing. It's like every day, even though there's a lot of BS and everything in bass fishing, my life is still consumed with bass fishing. I choose the positive. Easton Fothergill said it this way. Let me say something, and then you might find this interesting, Tommy.
Yeah.
I asked him, there's a lot of people that's, are like, they got the Cheeto dust on their fingers and they're typing, and this kid won the Bassmaster Classic and he wouldn't have won it without the FFS pinger periscope forward face, but in as long as he said, as long as you choose to not look at that, it doesn't even exist. I mean, it's like, that's just he said, hey, I don't feel anything like that. And nobody has ever said that to my face. It's only people on the internet. And I found that interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. And you're absolutely right, because it's, that's a whole different sort of mindset. A sort of, people are now allowed to live lives like that now for some reason because of social media. And and I think it's not all good. I think that's a shame that more people can't, like you say, don't pay attention to that crap. Live your life and so forth. But you were saying, is it peaking or not? And you said a very important thing. You said it's always in my mind. It's always in, and I think a certain percentage of the population and we talk about the die being set in your life early, are born to be eat up, as we call it in Arkansas, eat up with fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you're born with, it's like a genetic trait that you're born with. And I think the same amount of people, percentage of the population is born with that each year. Once a certain number of percentage of the population starts fishing, they are dedicated to fishing forever for the rest of their life.
Bassing and babes. That's all I think about.
I think that I think all that happened is that there's more. There's so much more bass fishing. Like you said, Tommy, there's so much more bass fishing to watch. We used to get an hour edit, which were great. I loved those so much.
Yeah, sure. I did too.
You used to get that, what was it, a week after the tournament concluded?
Yeah,
and you watch that hour breakdown. Now we're getting hours and hours a day, and with more coverage just comes more things for people to get mad at.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. But
it goes the other way too. If you really love it, there's just more things that you're gonna love about it too. So I think, the complainers are the loudest, for sure, and we're hearing those. But there's so many people that just love watching it. And
that's right. When we would put the shows together, like you're talking about, it made even a slow tournament look like a catch fest. So there was less to pick out and complain about. Now we've got so much more, which most people who are into bass fishing eat up with it. Love that. They would like to see the minutia. They'd like to see what it goes through an angler's mind when he's catching 5 keepers a day. How does he cope with that? Because they're all having to do that too.
Yep. It's not just a highlight reel anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Do you find it fascinating, Tommy, that you spent so much of your life studying and perfecting your craft in order to have a voice, in order to broadcast? I hear Howard Stern talk about this often, and now anyone can broadcast, where as before it was something that was unique to be able to broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
you needed the bandwidth.
I mean, just think about it. Like even 11 years ago when this thing started, or what, like Bass Talk Live, I think was 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah,
like live
YouTube.
It was so hard to get online just to broadcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that if you're a young person 50 years ago, like I was, you just prayed for a big break. So you'd get a chance to just at least get a crack at doing a little on-air kind of stuff. And very few people, and a lot of them who would have enjoyed that and done well at it, did not get a chance at that. Now everybody's got a television station in their back pocket. I mean, you've got all the equipment they had at a television station 50 years ago on your phone. I mean, including the ability to put it out there to like 1,000 times more people.
It's crazy. Like, and you just saying that it evoked one of my memories. I got started in this thing by sitting at a basketball game, and the mayor of this town said, "Hey, you got that fancy boat. You talk a lot. You want to do a show on my brother's radio station?" And I'm like, "What's that?" You know, so I mean, but you're right. That's it. The opportunity was given.
Yeah.
Now I think maybe people take it for granted.
Oh, I think so. I think so too. And you know, that's a democratic way. Everybody gets a voice in it, but you know, you also, you know, you got to applaud those people who made it back in the day, you know, and really, because it took a lot of persistence and a lot of staying after it just to get a crack at it, just a shot at it, you know.
The cream still rises to the top.
You're right. It's the quality controls itself.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. That's the way the world works. Yeah.
If you like the cream at the bottom, it's out there for you.
That'd be a good slogan.
People are watching us.
Tommy, you're a song man. I can tell. I know, and I know you're a song guy, and music's a big part of your life. What is Tommy Sanders' anthem? Like, what is your rock anthem?
What is my rock anthem?
Yeah, what's your song, bud? Like, what's the one that motivates Tommy just driving along in Arkansas, getting all pumped up? What gets you going, Tommy?
What gets me going? Oh my gosh, let me think. What gets me going? It's something different all the time. I mean, sometimes it's rock and roll music. Sometimes it's even Merle Haggard.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah, my gosh. But you know, Going Mobile by the Who. I'm driving.
Yeah.
I mean, how can that not get you going? And that's been doing it for me for 60 years.
Yeah.
You know. What's yours, Pat?
Oh, mine, like you, constantly changes. And speaking of the Who, one of my driving songs this year, a lot of driving we do on the Elite Series, was Eminence Front by the Who. Just that long intro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And always driving home, Foreigner. I can't. What's this saying? I'm coming home. I don't know.
Yeah. I know. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, that one Foreigner song. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, it always changes. And there's always some Stones in the mix. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You and I have talked about it. We both love the Stones so much.
I think that Love and Cup. That will be played at my funeral. By the way,
that'd be a good one.
Love and Cup.
I think the Midnight Rambler would be a good one for my funeral.
I like that, Tommy.
that was really the first rock opera in my opinion. That song
was amazing. I mean, with we should do a music show, just a music show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on a show coming up called Pod of Thunder, and Pod of Thunder started off as a show that broke down just Kiss songs.
Wow.
But now they break down other rock and roll songs, and they're going to have me on as a guest next month. I'm not sure what song we're going to break down, but I'm looking forward to it.
Now, when you say break down, what does that mean?
So they give you a song and you just all discuss the song and the different parts.
What it means to you and what the song's really about.
I've been around for many long years, so many a man's soul and faith. You know, what does that mean to you? Yeah, and that's like
that's what I always wanted to do.
It's so, but we should do a music show sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, words and music. Pat and Tommy.
they go together.
Yeah.
You've been around for a tremendous amount of bass fishing history, and you've been around some of the most influential people in fishing. Who, in your opinion, is the most influential person in bass fishing history?
Gosh, we've been doing, now we're just putting the finishing touches on the third year of this documentary series called The Cast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And we got 7 new shows going to start in the new year, 7 new episodes coming up. And, that the whole impetus to start that documentary series was Ray's passing. Because Ray Scott's passing, because we had, we should have had it done before then. We should have honored him that way. And then so much of our first season was about him. And I think he probably was the original influencer in the sport of bass fishing, the original master influencer in the sport of bass fishing, because he influenced so much of the putting together of the industry and the sport. So the sport works. And captures people's imagination and builds fan bases and creates heroes. So I think he's probably still stands as the most influential. The most influential in my life was Jerry McInnes, who, is a part of that chain too, which just, has taken that product, onward and upward. through the years. And
he's provided for so many, Tommy, plain and simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah, yeah.
I would add most creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he came aboard with the sole intent to just completely redo the way that you cover a tournament. And you know, I think it was a successful effort.
You ever chill with him, like just hang out for a while? With
Oh,
Ray
Jerry?
Scott? No, Ray Scott.
Oh, Ray? No, I never did. I didn't really get a chance to. He had already sort of stepped away, you know, by the time that we came on board.
Right,
there.
right.
Helen and the group of investors owned it when we started with the Bassmasters. We started with FLW back in '96, and we didn't start working with the Bassmasters until 2001. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really, you know, Ray was he was still very much involved in everything, but he, you know, he just wasn't there on a daily basis, and all our activity was happening, you know, away from Birmingham and Montgomery, you know, in places like that where Ray was mostly hanging out. But we'd run into him, and we'd talk to him, you know, at weigh-ins and stuff like that, and just have a ball. You know, he was one of a kind. He was just a really entertaining human being, and he was never quit thinking. He was always inventing some way to invent another aspect of the sport.
Yeah, indeed. And I want to take it back. You said something new. You came to Bassmaster 2001. By the way, the year 2000 on the FLW tour, you and Jerry McInnes as the commentators, one of the coolest years of coverage of Bassin ever.
Helicopter.
The helicopter flying
yeah.
around, all that. I mean, remember that Mississippi River tournament? I'm a broken record. I talk about that all the
He
time.
loves that.
I just love it. But but I mean, it's just one of the most exciting tournaments to see. And that year 2000, I mean, that's when I really felt like I really got to know Tommy Sanders. Honestly.
Oh, was that the year Klein won it? Was that the year Gary Klein won it?
He did.
Yeah.
You know, 2 years in a row he won.
Yeah. Down at Tunica. He won a fishing at
Tunica. Yep, it was.
Tunica Lake down there. Yeah, the first of those 2 years I co-angled. I fished co-angler in that tournament.
No shit.
That was when they had all the crazy weather. And you know, the first day of the tournament, the guy I went out with, his all the teeth came off of his rack and pinion of his steering mechanism.
Oh no!
So I had to sit in the back and point the motor. You know, as we tooled around a little industrial canal there right in Memphis. We didn't even
That's
make it
legal.
out of town. And the next day I show up, and the guy I'm with shows up, and he's wearing a crash helmet. And because the wind is blowing against the river, it's blowing straight from the south at like 30. You know, which just means, you know, incredible water. So he's wearing, and he's got like about 300 pounds of gas packed in his bass boat there because there's no gas.
Right.
You know, and we wound up, you know, barely getting back, leaving his boat tied to a buoy in the river and getting picked up by someone else in about an 18-foot bass boat. Unreal. With about 10 people in it, you know, trying to make it back up to Memphis, and we made it somehow or another. But it was unforgettable.
Awesome that you're a co-angler. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, co-angled. Actually, co-angled walleye tournaments back in the day. FLW used to do walleye too, so
dang,
that was fun. Yeah,
you can even eat those afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey,
if you catch any.
Yeah, exactly. What's your personal best day of broadcasting? Us bass fishermen have our personal best fish, our personal best 5, our personal best derby. What's your personal best day of broadcasting?
Oh gosh, there's 2 different eras there. The immediate era, the live era, I really loved the last day of the classic. That was just 2025 with Easton out there catching that giant on the last. We had great guests all day long. We had Zona in there, and you know, it was just everything was popping. It was a fantastic, dramatic ending where we even, you know, we were almost done with the play out music, and they say, wait a minute, we're still on. He just caught a fish, and we kept the show going for another 15, 20 minutes. Awesome. That was great. And before that, in the days when they would gather, before we had live technology, the classic, I think it was 2009 at Shreveport on the Red River. It was just really good because we developed a system to gather tapes up and put together a bunch of segments so the show could come on that night, airing as live. Everybody knew it wasn't live, but we'd had a full 2-hour classic show.
Prime time.
And it was Skeet Reese won that tournament, and it really turned out to be a great dramatic final day.
Yeah,
and it just everything we'd been trying to do, which was so hard to do, had just come together at that point, and we just had that feeling like, wow, it is doable. We were able to do it that time.
That was a dramatic one too. That was when Ike and Ellie caught that big one at the last.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But that was to put the camera down.
We all lived it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, for real.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it. It's
Yeah.
in our memory banks. It's in our songbooks.
Exactly. It still
Great
lives.
spinnerbait bites in that tournament.
Yes.
Some good spinnerbait bites.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, Tommy, I'm going rando now. I'm going
Okay.
rando. I'm all over the place now. Okay.
All right.
We know that everybody in life has a guilty pleasure, something that just really takes them out. No matter what, it's theirs. What's your guilty pleasure? What's something you really enjoy always?
As far as media goes, my guilty pleasure is all these old black and white crime noir movies from the 1940s and 50s.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you got Broderick Crawford driving a black and white cruiser around, man, I'm in there.
Nice. Okay. I did not expect that. That's
I
really
love that
cool.
stuff. I love those old Pickup on South Street and movies like that. Just all those old criminal. Even going back as far as Little Caesar with Edward G. Robinson. I just love watching that stuff.
You like that old stuff? Okay.
Yeah, I love that stuff. That takes me away.
Tommy, I'm so fidgety I can't even watch black and white stuff anymore. I just start getting too antsy. I don't even know what it is.
Is that right? Okay, well, I think a lot of generations are like that.
Little Rascals and the Three Stooges I can still watch in black and white.
You can't get it any other way.
Marx Brothers.
Yeah,
Marx. Oh, love the Marx Brothers. Always love the Marx Brothers.
And the Abbotts and Costellos.
Yes, absolutely.
Those are good ones. Meet Frankenstein. But that's cool. Those old 1940s crime noirs.
Yeah, 40s and 50s and early 60s. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a good mind to join a bass club and beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, see, you're gonna wake up with some French shoes. See,
YouTube mugs.
That's crazy, man. Hey, you ever hang out with any Elite Series anglers? I know you hang out with the other broadcasters and things like that, but I never see you hanging out with anglers, really.
Well, we're never there for a tournament. You've noticed I'm not there. I think I saw you at one tournament. We did get to go to do the Sabine this past year and do it on site. But the rest of the time, we're one part of the country and everyone's in the other part of the country. So we rarely ever get to run into them. Now, when we go to the Hall of Fame banquet or something like that, yeah, we get to see some of them, but not so many of the rank and file who are competing now. Not so many of those are there. It's mostly those who have already been inducted or are about to be. But I felt like we hung out with them a whole lot back in the day before 2015, but before we started doing live from our studio location. But yeah, we were eating with them every night and hanging out and just talking it over.
Are you guys still having anglers in studio, like winners in studio?
Yeah, once in a while we'll get a winner in there, I think we didn't have so many of them this year, but we do have some of the Elite Series anglers come in, and we don't have Davey or Zona available, so they'll do when we have to do an open, or two or three. We've got some great anglers, guests coming in and doing the analysis and doing great jobs. So Bill Lowen, fantastic.
Bill was great. So was Hackney.
Oh, Hackney, of course. You knew Hackney was going to be terrific.
Hackney's awesome.
Every one of them is flawless. Just about. It's incredible how talented they are.
Yeah, they do a lot of talking.
It is
seminars.
Exactly.
Lots. Yeah. Hey, bass fishing, we run the gamut of emotions. Every single emotion that you could possibly imagine we feel in bass fishing, don't we, Tommy?
We do.
Is it that way for people that follow other sports? Is it that? I feel that way about our Bears, obviously.
Yeah.
But is there that much of? is there that much feelings in other sports? I don't know. And let me show you where I'm going.
Okay. Yeah.
There's so many emotions that you have to deal with as a broadcaster. Okay. And I guess sometimes you're supposed to stay like Switzerland in the middle as a broadcaster.
Right. Yeah.
But there's certain things that hit home with you. And I'm going to give you a few emotions. And I want you to see if you can evoke some moments in broadcasting that evoke these emotions from you.
Okay.
It's the first one. Something that made you laugh out loud. A moment when you were broadcasting, something you found humorous. A moment that made you laugh out loud in Bassmaster history.
What the last time I laughed out and couldn't stop laughing was when Kyle Patrick was fishing in a boat next to Lee. On Fort. I think it was on Fort. And Kyle, he's kind of hyperactive type, and he's
got the gift of gab too, Tom.
Oh yeah, and and he falls in the water. That's funny enough. I mean, that's just right there. That's funny enough. But Lee, just his first reaction is to look at him, and go, yes, oh yes. This is a guy. They're both casting at the same fish, and it was just. Oh my god!
That was a great reaction.
Yes.
Yes.
Then he
that was my laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
It was the same thing from the movie Old School when Will Ferrell accidentally shoots himself with the tranquilizer. And the animal trainer goes, yes.
That's right.
Yes. That's exactly what I thought about Lee as soon as I saw that.
Oh my gosh.
Tommy, what is a moment in broadcasting that made you feel sad?
Made me feel sad?
Yeah.
Oh, well, gosh, lots of those.
Okay, tell me.
I mean, it was like this past year, Drew Cook in South Carolina. What's I'm trying to think of the lake, Hartwell.
Okay.
Yeah, and Drew is like, he's led 2 out of the 3 days coming into the final day. Takes a modest lead into the final day, and he he's been doing it basically the way he does it. Drew Cook does it is in sight fishing, and he's got some fish, and he has caught a couple. He's got a couple of good ones. He's got another one that he doesn't know whether to put it in the box or to let it go, and because if he lets it go, he thinks it may encourage a larger fish to jump up on the bed. Right. And so he takes that gamble. He doesn't put that smaller one in the box, and time is running out, and he is so close. This big one bites it and bites it and bites it. And he is just, you could see his optimism start draining. It's like a fuel gauge, in human embodiment of a fuel gauge as time is running out. And you're just pulling for him. I don't care who you were pulling for. It was just Marks won the tournament, but Paul Marks won the tournament. Everybody pulled for Paul too, but just to see the time run out on Drew. The clock itself is sadness. In that
good example. And I remember that. You remember you guys had the aerial view too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We had the drone up above.
Yeah, what the big girl was doing, and it's like, boy,
yeah, that was sad to me. It was, but it was gripping and engaging.
It sure was.
I'm just glad we got to hear Tommy say "final day." Nobody says "final day" like you. That's the one thing when I think about you and Bassmaster on this final day. That's my favorite thing that you say.
Yeah, the day when dreams are dashed.
Yeah, when you're at the Classic, do people make you say that?
Nobody makes Tommy do anything.
No,
I would. That's what
I haven't been requested that yet, but I would do it
on this final day.
On this final day, Championship Sunday.
How about anger? Anger, the emotion of anger. What moment in a bass fishing tournament has made Tommy Sanders mad in your broadcasting career?
Let me think. What is it's probably something behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was.
San.
Well, when we did the first classic at Ray Roberts, which was in 21, I believe it was. But that was a summer. It was supposed to be like an early spring classic, but because of COVID, it was put off to the middle of the summer, and it was hot weather. And we first was about to happen. We had been on FS1. FS1 had just really made live come back, and really, made it happen a reality each and every tournament. And it had done well. The numbers were great, and we were doing good. We had this classic. We'd been fighting against COVID. We finally got the tournament. The circuit restarted there in June, and by July, end of July in the hot weather, we had a classic. And the Fox Network, the big Fox Network, was going to join us for the Saturday morning show. I mean, that was huge to us. That was huge. And so we're ready to go. We want there to be action right from the very start. And one little thunderstorm. Looking at the map, it looked like a little, silver dollar sized pancake over the lake, just enough to overlay that lake, moved in. And just lightning and thunder, and we go on the air, and there's no fishing going on. We have to tap dance for about an hour and 10 minutes, and then this was our big debut on Fox.
Yes,
and luckily, some very talented people, Mark and Davey and Robbie Floyd, and all the rest of them, just really stepped up. But we were so angry that one storm. We looked at the map of the entire country. And there's that one little storm right over Lake Ray Roberts. We felt singled out. God was angry at us, we thought. that was what was going on.
So that also evoked
the anger.
Of anxiety as well. You were very anxious that day.
Oh, gosh, yeah. It's like, will this ever end? Will we ever have a show today? But it turned out okay.
Hey, if you are just tuning in, we want to remind everybody to like and share this live Facebook feed. It's your chance to win a box of Tin Cup mountain whiskey goodness to your door. You can win too, Tommy. You can win too.
Okay.
Also, you don't know this. I forgot to tell you, Tommy, but you got to give something away. So it can be anything from your bunker. It could be a signed napkin. It could be it could be anything.
Hold on. There's all kind of junk around here. Let me figure out something. What's right behind the phone here? How about I left a bluegill. I was cleaning some fish here in the studio.
Oh, you want to give that to a viewer?
This is a laminated bluegill desk set. How about that? A pen goes right there.
That is beautiful. Like and share the live Facebook feed for a live.
Can we give that to somebody with somebody wants to
sign that sucker?
We sure can, and please sign it too, Tommy. When you
I will do it. So there you go. The bluegill desk set.
See, magic
every
happens.
family would love one.
I want that.
Magic happens right there, and of course. Get your questions in on the chat board right now. Your chance to ask Tommy Sanders anything coming up soon.
This is fairly valuable. I can see the old sticker on the back of it. It's marked general merchandise, $7.95.
Dude, that's an Arkansas treasure right
Taking
there.
a little bit of a hit here, guys.
You are. Don't let Steve Bowman know you're giving that away.
No, that's right. He's interested in everything that's being given away.
That's an Arkansas treasure. That's an Arkansas treasure right there. Hey, I want your opinion on Elite Series anglers. And a lot of times, if you don't know a person, let's just take high school, for example. You can go to the yearbook and you can turn to the back and you got class clown, valedictorian. You can learn things fast, right?
Yeah.
But we want to learn fast from you, Tommy Sanders. So we're going to give you some rapid fire scenarios about Elite Series angler, and you just tell us who you think that Elite Series angler is. For example, who's the coolest Elite Series angler? The king of cool of anglers on the Elite Series.
The king of cool, the coolest guy.
Who's the coolest cat on the Elite Series?
Golly, I'm trying to think.
This is rapid fire, Tom.
This is rapid fire. Brian Schmidt, I kind of like. He's a pretty cool guy.
Cool answer. Okay,
he's a cool guy. He's different, and he's got He's got a different accent. I love to collect accents, and his accent is very, very specific to where he's from.
Got the
That's right.
northeast
That's
accent.
nice
right?
fish.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. He was one of our great hosts on the Opens this past year too. Yeah.
Awesome. Who would you want on your side in a bar fight?
In a bar fight?
In a bar fight, yeah.
Corey Johnston.
Corey, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've been in with Corey. I've been in.
That is the right answer.
Yes, that is a great answer. I've had to have Corey's back too. Someday I'll tell you of situations we've saved him from.
Oh yeah, tell all.
Yeah, I will in private. What angler would you go to for advice?
For advice?
Yeah.
Current angler on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Yeah, current angler.
I'd go to Polnick probably.
Yeah, he's sound. He's
He's
solid.
like, I think of him as the young, fresh-faced kid, but he's like the wizard now. He's the Grand Master.
He's an oracle. He's become an oracle.
He's gone from a phenomenon to a prodigy to an oracle. You're right.
Yes, he is a seed to a tree, Mr. Sanders. From a
prodigy to oracle.
Yes,
I like that. That should be his new thing. Now.
Yes,
he can't just be the prodigy.
Yeah, could use that on Bassmasters. You can have that from prodigy to oracle, one and only.
He's the oracle.
Brandon Palaniuk. Who's the guy you're going to call to pick you up? What Elite Series angler are you going to call for encouragement? Tommy's down in the dumps. Who are you calling to pick you up?
I think I would call. I don't know. Probably one of the younger guys. I think maybe like a Patrick Walters. Patrick. I call him a younger guy now. He's kind of getting to be.
Yeah, he's
not old
veteran.
school, and he's not brand new. He's kind of middle school. But I think Patrick, he's got a good sense of humor and a sophisticated sense of humor.
He does. Yes. He's eclectic. Let's call him eclectic.
Yeah, that's a good
eclectic sense of humor for sure.
Yeah.
Who would you call to borrow a few bucks from?
Oh, to borrow a few bucks from?
Yeah.
Who's Chris Johnston?
Chris.
Yeah.
Why,
so we knocked out both Johnstons here.
Hypothetically, you had a daughter. Who are you not going to want to go on a date with your daughter?
Who would I not want to go to? Good Lord.
Yeah.
No, that's a bad one. That's a.
It's the T. It's the real deal. It's the real Tommy Sanders.
I don't know.
Who wouldn't you trust with your kid? I
Is it
know the
still
answer,
rapid fire?
and he's my brother.
Gosh, that's I'm going to offend somebody if I answer that question. Pat Schlopper, how about that?
Oh, wow.
Although I say that just because I know he's someone who can take a joke. I tell Zona all the time. He's a little different in the head, and he's always on. I like
Pat Schlopper is freaking awesome.
He really is.
Yes.
He really is.
Yeah, he has a great sense of humor.
Yes.
And now the old Matt Robertson, I would not allow anywhere. The new Matt Robertson's fine. The old Matt, yeah. Fat Matt's fine. The skinnier Matt's dangerous. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what to say. But you know what I'm saying.
The record should show that you said that, not me.
Yes, Matt's I love Matt. He knows that. Hey, what do you say we get to some viewer?
Man, I heard you called me fat.
Man, you said I was fat, Pat. Just because I had a kid, I gained the weight with Colleen. I'm losing it now. I'm doing cardio, damn it.
That's pretty good.
Thanks. Anyway, let's get the viewer. Hey, Josh, you got viewer stuff over there?
I got tons.
You got viewer questions, and I know that Rock and Shoal Fantasy has been sending them over. That's a pretty cool handle, isn't it? For our chat board guy, Rock and Shoal Fantasy.
Rock and Shoal Fantasy.
Yeah, it's all part of my Rock and Shoal Fantasy.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Rock and
Bad
Shoal
company.
games.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, I got the first set of viewer mail questions. Do you mind if I go first, Josh?
Go for it.
Okay. All right. And you still got time to like and share the deal for the Tommy prize and the Tin Cup prize and get your questions in. So we still got some time here. The first one, these are some familiar names. They're kind of familiar.
Okay.
This one is from Tucker Smythe from Alabama. Tucker Smythe. And he says, do you have a pinger periscope on your bassin boat? Do you have a forward facer?
I do not. I do not. Or as I think my favorite reference was Basil Bacon talking to Mercer, called it a TV set. I never thought I never thought I'd see the day where I'd be fishing with a TV set on my boat.
We call them in an affectionate way screenagers, and I
Screenagers.
yes.
I like that.
And literally, I have no problem with any of this stuff. It's just part of the evolution of the sport. It's just
right.
You know. So
Basil Bacon was not on my bingo card to be brought up on the show.
That's great.
Well, there you go.
How you get him to eat that bacon rind on that TV? I don't know. Texas rigging it. You got to use a lighter weight, 360.
I get some better rabbit ears than that.
On the television.
Zark Mona from Michigan wants to know, what do the letters T and Z stand for in the T and Z podcast?
Yeah. It could be Tommy and Zona, or I would think Stark Mona or Zark Mona would know that. You know,
Zark Mona. I don't know.
I see him often at the International Schmaus of Schmancakes. Yeah.
Hey, I like that coin flipping show you and Z did.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
And I know Z was awesome at playing quarters in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the drinking game. That's why he was the natural.
He's the one that made that. He made it work. That's for sure. The only time a show has been built around coin flips.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Think about it. It really was a good production. I'm not kidding you. How else could you have done that?
Really? I mean, that's the best way. That's the best way.
All right. This one is from Scott Martinez from Florida. And Scott wants to know, the people of Bass, the people of the Bass Nation were looking for a way to keep things on the up and up. But it seems things may be getting out of hand. Is there a solution to this no information rule and the gray areas? And will the new rule help these gray areas?
Well, rules are things that are evolve and of necessity evolve sometimes year to year, because people will clamor for this rule or that rule, which has always been played in the background, to be put up and be strictly enforced, black and white, no gray areas. And then sometimes people don't like the results when that happens.
Right.
And so, but you know, I think having less gray areas, having more fences that stop you before you get into just an endless rat hole of back and forth and speculative, you know, things about people. Have a, you know, there's no way to please everybody. There's absolutely
no. Never. But
just have a rule that everyone says, okay, we see that rule right there. You've written it in stone, so you know that's where we're going to do it. And if you want to play in the game, you have to abide by that rule. And I think that's, you know, the closer you can get to that, and it's hard to get to that. The closer you can get to that, the more, you know, there'll always, as we say, be objections, but the more fair it's going to be, because everyone knew what the rule was coming in.
Yep. There you go. I mean, and it's the object is to eliminate any gray areas if you can.
Yes, absolutely. That should be the job one. Yeah.
Yes. And keep the integrity of the sport at the same time.
Right.
100%. We don't need no. I mean, and it's weird. I found a step backwards had a direct correlation, and call me crazy. I am crazy, but a direct correlation with stuffing weights inside walleyes. It seemed like when that stuff happened, that we went backwards. It's like, okay, yeah, that's walleye fishermen, but the whole competitive tournament thing, America looked at tournament fishing different, everything. It just, I don't know. Is there a correlation?
There's a spotlight put on.
Yeah.
That was a weird unicorn kind of thing right there, because there have been stories like that on and off for years and years in tournament fishing, even before there was a Bassmasters. And, you know, it's always played in the background, but somehow someone figured out how to report that and push it out there that made everyone else pick up on it. Now, I'm the last person to talk about theory of why social media works or doesn't work, and then gets spread into the secondary, broadcast media and stuff like that. But that one just cracked, and I can't explain that at all. But it's just and yeah, I mean, people who you've never knew if they knew fishing existed or fishing tournaments existed would come up to me and say, "Hey, now what are you going to do about that going on? That I just saw that's the end of your world." And I said, well, no, it's not the end of the world.
No,
Yeah. It's still happening. Still,
yeah.
It's crazy, but it's just it seemed like when that happened, though, it kind of was the catalyst that brought in the slew of negativity. Started to kind of roll in at that point. And
you think so? Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of feel that way a little bit. I don't know if I'm right or wrong or whatever.
It definitely made more people aware.
Yeah. Oh, certainly was. It certainly found a broader audience for something you don't want to necessarily have a broader audience.
National news.
All right, let's go back to the viewer mail. This last one I have here is from Rich Clune. This is Rich Clune from Missouri.
Rich Clune.
Rich Clune from Missouri. He says, never accept that your greatest moments, this is a statement from him. He says, never accept that your greatest moments are in your past, Tommy, and never retire.
Is that a question?
No, that's a statement. That was a statement.
You know what? I've been thinking every year I'm saying, well, are we done here, guys? I mean, I'm pretty old now and everything. And they say, well, we got you slotted in for this, that, and then the next year. So
you're in a 15-year contract with JM.
No, it's no contracts, but
you got more.
Hey, it all boils down. If you feel like you can be useful, I think you want to do it, right? And I guess I'm vain enough to think I'm still as useful.
We need you, Tommy.
We do.
Well, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and I think as long as you're having fun and you still have that Peter Pan syndrome a little bit going, you know what I mean?
Very perceptive young fellow you are, Pat.
Thank you for calling me young. I appreciate it.
Hey, have you got any questions from Ekota D-Bear by any chance? No.
He says, "You think you could beat me in arm wrestling?" That's what he said.
No.
All right, Josh, let's get on to it. You got some questions from the audience here.
Whole bunch lined up.
All right, let's
First one.
Hey, Tommy, meet our buddy here. This is Josh.
Oh, hey, Josh.
How's it going?
Yeah, Josh is.
That's Josh.
Yeah, Josh is over there. He's the guy with the extra long hair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Howdy.
Howdy.
I appreciate your efforts, your attention to detail.
We have a local friend by the name of Eric Burstowski that submitted a question.
Oh yeah, he's the guy that won the deal.
He won a
Tommy
contest.
for the so
he won the fan contest.
The fan contest to be
For the
on air
Open.
for the EQs.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Little easy beasy. Yeah.
Well, it's actually pertaining to that. It looks like he's feeling a little self-conscious. He goes, "Was I okay on camera on Okeechobee?" And P.S. Hearing you call my name on live felt like I already won.
Wow. That's great. He did great. I think if you all saw that, he was tremendous, and he put on his best day of the tournament by far. You know, that day that he was on camera and was very much into it and very in the game and well spoken and a good a good representative for the sport, and for someone who's just coming into a situation like that, fighting against all those marauders out there in the opens. I mean, my gosh, he did a great job. That's that was sort of a, boy, we don't know whether this is going to work or not. This fan vote favorite, fishing guy thing, and
it got Chicago.
Made it work.
You're not going to kid you. It got Chicagoed. We're just going to tell you, it got Chicagoed, buddy. We know a lot of people.
So.
We've got another one from Randy Shomo. He asks, "What's Tommy's favorite Jerry McInnes story?"
Ooh, that's a good one.
My favorite Jerry McInnes story.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I love Randy too. Bait Shop Randy.
He's on my Facebook.
Yeah, he puts stuff on your page.
Yeah.
This was something that I didn't witness, but I was in town. This is early on. And the first year, I think it was the first year we were probably doing ESPN Outdoors, and Jerry was in town, and we were in Nelsonville, Ohio, I think it was, for a big lumberjack event there. And Jerry was just waiting on the corner. I think someone had gone to park the car, and I wasn't with him that night. and the rest of them had gone in to eat, and he was going to wait for the guy who had parked the car, and he was just standing on the street corner, and this policeman there in Nelsonville just come up and thought he had been someone who was accused of something that had happened down the road, and tried to arrest him. And Jerry gave him a hard time. You see all these videos of these people getting stopped and giving the cops a hard time. I think it was one of those scenarios like that, because he was very adamant about the fact that he was not the guilty party there, and it was just quite a thing. And the mayor had to be called down to the police station to settle things out and pull people off of one another and everything like that. And it turned out to be a funny thing that was even, I think, reported on in the local newspaper.
That's awesome.
That was such a I don't know, unexpected step two, I guess you could call it.
So we've got one from Matthew Pollock. He asks, what sport would you want to call?
Oh. What sport? Golf. I think golf. I'd like to call.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I could take a nap to that.
That's a public service. I mean, naps around the world are launched with the third hour of the memorial tournament.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've got kind of a selfish question. I seem to always sneak in one of my own.
Go ahead, Josh. It's a luxury.
I need to hear a story if you have one. Do you have any specific story about any influence that you had, whether it's in this industry or not, because of your job?
Have I had influence in this industry?
Have you influenced anybody specifically? Like, do you have a story of somebody ever coming up to you, or do you remember anything particular that really touched you or changed you because of something that you did?
Gosh, I've had every year there's someone, and we only get out among the public, at the Classic anymore, but I always have somebody. The funny thing is, now I'm getting people who look to me like they're not young people, who tell me that they watch me since they were little kids, and these are people in their 50s, and so forth like that. And I said, please don't tell me your father also watched me when he was a little kid. But a lot of people, if it goes so far back, that history back to 1989 when we started doing that it touches me that people remember that, and that that in this world of so many distractions, that they still think fondly of experiences and the sort of entertainment we were able to provide them with back in those days. And it was just fun doing it, and it's fun hearing about it. All these years passed.
Awesome. Ryan definitely touched on it. I mean, you are, you're an inspiration to a lot of people, and we love watching you. As bass fishing fans in general, it's a great time. You certainly bring the right part of the sport together for us.
Thank you.
Josh and I talk about it all the time.
Yes.
Just perfect.
All it is.
Zona being there was, you and Zona together is my favorite of all time, combo.
It was like Harry Carey and Jimmy Pearsall.
Exactly. It was Harry Carey,
really
Steve Stone.
There you go. Okay.
Or Pearsall, whatever.
Who would climb the batting cage? You or Zona? Who would be the Jimmy Pierce?
I think Zona would do it just to get a rise out of it.
Yeah, just to do it on a dare, double dog.
I would probably do it on a bad day just because I would be imbalanced enough to do it. I think we'd both like to do it, though.
One of my favorite Bassmaster live moments in history is when you and Zona first introduced us to Chris Grow. And if you remember, I think you referred to him as Serpico.
Chris from Chicago. Yeah,
Chris Grow. Yeah. And not a lot of people got that, but when and then I think Zona put the Serpico picture up or something. It was outstanding.
If we could get him to talk like he had a toothache, like Alan Serpico. If we could have got him to talk like that, it would have been great.
That's outstanding. Tommy, thank you so much for so many years of happiness. That's all I can say, man.
Well, thank you, Pat. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all having me here. That's a thrill and just a complete honor and a pleasure.
Yeah, man. And we gotta say that we hope there are many more years under your belt. We hope that Zona comes back and talks with you on the air as often as possible in his semi-retirement state.
Well, I think we're maybe on what they call the downwind leg before you turn in to go into the landing, but that may last for a little while now. We'll see. We'll see. About that.
You still got to coast.
And maybe I can come back a little bit like Zona does once in a while.
That's what I'm saying. You could just, as long as we could still hear you guys together. We got the T and Z, and that's.
We would love that. We would love that, especially at the Classic. That's when it really seems to set us off in a special way.
Yeah.
And thank you for having your internet crash on the last show we were supposed to do, because I was going to miss that one.
Ryan was doing a speaking engagement at the Moose Club.
Sportsman's Club, same thing.
Understood.
He was at the Moose number 39.
He's not far off, by the way.
So,
but I'm glad I didn't have to miss it. I think we've had you 3 times.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite shows. So really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And Tommy, if you're at an event like you were at the Sabine and you're not sneaking off site right away, come see me behind the tanks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I saw the tanks. I was looking up. I've forgotten, the proper name of the show, and it is Behind the Tanks. But there was I guess a French Canadian advertisement for it on something, and they called it the Derrière les Reservoirs.
That's me.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that better. Behind the Tanks.
Yes.
That's the French translation. Is Derrière les Reservoirs.
I do think it needs to be fixed to.
Here's the Derrière.
At the tank.
You're not behind them.
Yeah.
You're at the tank.
Next to the tanks.
You're backstage.
Take it backstage.
At the tanks.
Yeah, but come see me if you're.
Will do. Will do. I enjoy that. I particularly enjoyed when you broke the story about Kyoya Fujita actually has his boat towed by a limousine when he's in Japan.
That's true. He is a prince there.
That was great.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
The by the way, there was a special episode of Behind the Tanks that took place at the Detroit at Lake St. Clair.
Yeah.
And that was during Aaron Martin's birthday. And December 5th, coming up Friday, Tommy, if you were unaware, is International A-Mart Day. And that was established the year prior to Aaron's death by himself and Leslie and their friend Gary. And that's this Friday. I know Bassmasters doing some things for it.
Yeah.
As well. But I'd like to hear from you before we go and before we give away a prize. Could you give us a special Aaron Martin story, please?
Well, I would just say that I think I mentioned to you that we're working on the 3rd season of the cast right now.
Yes.
And this is 7 shows in the cast each season. So this will be the 3rd season of 7 shows. And one of our shows is all about Aaron. It is all about Aaron. And there's just so much I learned about him. We set up and we did a remote interview with Carol, his mom, and got Ish to come in and talk about Aaron because about that California bass fishing scene that he came up in. And I know a lot of people did know this, but I didn't know that him and his mom, they were the biggest badasses in bass fishing out there in California. Back, people would drop out of tournaments when they heard that those two, as a team, were going to enter a tournament somewhere. They won bass boats. I mean, they were just absolutely. She was not a casual, mom wanting to back her son. She was a great bass angler as well. And just to hear some stories about that is just so incredible. And I think it's never been told, but we're going to tell a lot of that in that show and a lot of other stuff. Great interview with Leslie and just with a lot of people who really love Aaron, as we all do.
Yeah, that's so cool. When's that coming approximately?
Those shows will start airing in January on FS1 on Saturday mornings. And I don't know which one in the sequence it's going to be. So check your local listings, as they say.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. And the next season of the cast, the first season was amazing too. Obviously.
Thank you. Well, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do the history.
Oh, I have the Bassmaster channel on the Roku going constantly in the background here. It's like it used to be like Seinfeld or maybe Family Guy and stuff was on in the background. Now it's a Bassmaster Roku. Yeah.
I can't believe you'd want to sit here and listen to me for 2 hours after listening to a day's worth of that, because it's like all me just yapping all day long.
Tommy, you're our
Right.
comfort food. I don't know
That's
what
right.
to tell you.
I'm the cicadas in the
Yeah.
summertime. That's me.
Hey, let's give away a couple prizes. Let's see. Andy sent me the tin cup one. Now, Andy, are you able to send Tommy the prize winner for the Tommy pack since he's on his phone? Can we do that? Or do we gotta? Can you, Andy?
He has it, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to see it.
Okay,
he said you've got it.
He
Tommy.
did text it to you, Tommy, but I don't know.
Okay, I heard a text come in just like seconds ago, so that was probably it.
Can you see it and then switch back? Do you have the technology?
Let me check here. Let me see if I can do that.
Okay. Tommy's checking.
Okay. Yeah, got the name of the winner.
Okay,
got
perfect.
the name of Eddie Endicott.
And this is for, come back on the camera, Tommy, if you can.
Okay, now that is a tall order because hold on, we'll get there.
Tommy's giving away. There you are.
Gotcha.
There
you are. Now Tommy's giving away a replica bluegill mount with a pen holder that he got at the General Merchandise Store in Arkansas in 1976.
Yes,
just when he graduated from Hendrix College.
That's right.
Yes.
It was a graduation gift.
Yes. See, I'm a Rain Man. I got a plethora of knowledge up
You
here.
are.
You know what
That's
I mean?
right. Wapner at 11 for you. Yes.
All right, Tommy. Who is the big winner of the Tommy Sanders grand prize?
Oh, well, I just told you, Ernie Endicott.
Oh, Ernie Endicott. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, we were waiting for you, Pongo Tumble.
Uh-oh.
Tommy muted himself.
Yeah, we got you on mute now, Tommy.
He unmuted. Or no, he's still muted. What was the guy's name? Johnny on the spot?
Indica?
Couch?
Tommy, we can't hear you for some reason.
Tommy muted.
Eddie Endicott.
Eddie Endicott.
Endicott
is the winner.
With an E.
Okay. And I think Tommy has gone back to the Bassin bunker in an undisclosed location somewhere. And there it is, Tommy. Oh,
no.
Tommy, let's sign the rest of the show. I can't hear you. Tommy, I just set the hook. Tommy, we love you. Thank you for everything. We will see you soon on this path to happy Bassin destiny. See you at the Classic, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Mr. Tommy Sanders.
Thank you, Tommy.
Great job. Yes. Thank you, Tommy. What amazing, dude. I just feel good right now.
Just awesome.
I just
Love
feel
that
good.
fella.
Yeah, amazing. And
we're gonna have a sucker.
Lucky winners. Oh, I got the you haven't you're Ryan, you're off the sauce right now. Yeah, you're sauceless. Josh,
Seltzer.
He's on the sauce.
Seltzer or salsa?
Hey, next week we got a pretty cool show going on. Something a little bit different. Ryan, tell them who's coming on.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Come on.
Next week?
Start thinking. What's wrong with you?
We got Clay Guida.
Clay
from the
Guida.
UFC.
Yeah.
And Gills and Thrills with Guida. It's charter service. And
Andrew Loberg.
We've got Andrew Loberg.
Yeah.
And
maybe
is he coming?
I don't know that yet.
Possibly.
So we'll don't let the bag out of the cat.
Possibly
Don't let the bag.
another real cool guy.
Yeah. An awesome dude.
Yeah. Clay Guida, a longtime UFC fighter and hardcore angler.
He loves it.
He loves it.
He is eaten up.
Yes, sir.
With Bassin.
Yes,
so that's
sir.
next week. And then one more show left in 2025. After that, there you go. Boom. It's been a great
awesome.
it's been a great time.
Yeah.
Thanks for hey Ryan, what was Josh's favorite part about tonight?
When he got to talk to Tommy Sanders.
Tommy, remember when you were on the Bassmasters?
I think he had a leg cramp at some point too. I think he enjoyed that. He wrote me a
thank
note.
you so much. Biggest leg cramp ever. Right there. Omnia Fishing / Thorn Brothers, thank you for your contributions to this show. Sims Fishing, if you have not seen the winter Sims catalog, Seth Fighter's mustache is on it. It's pretty cool. Hey, we get jacked up with Bob's. You know what I mean? All jacked up with Bob's. High performance jack plates. Bob's Machine Shop. Impulse Lithium, we don't skip a beat, neither should you. We power pull up and down for pleasure daily. Tin Cup Mountain Whiskey, the official brown liquor of Bass in Berkeley and Abu Garcia. It's pure fishing. Waterland, that's how we throw shade. And hey, we print it up with Mad Science Print Lab. And don't forget, out there in the workplace or just looking for a good pair of boots to wear to church, don't forget about Brunt Workwear and their fine sets of boots. Also, StopBoxUSA.com. Code BASS for both of those. Get you 10% off. I'm Pat Renwick. This has been an Andrew Ellenberger Ginger Ninja production. Until next week, Bass Galaxy, I am pausing awkwardly between words. We'll see you then, or see you on another time. Jobin.
Bears.
Da Bears. Peace.